Welcome back. Well, fallen NYPD detective Jonathan Diller was laid to rest on Long Island yesterday, surrounded by his family and a sea of blue. If you saw it on the internet, it was a sea of blue. His wife, Stephanie, pleading officials to make a change while eulogizing her husband.
It's been 2 years and 2 months since Detective Rivera and Detective Mora made the ultimate sacrifice, just like my husband, Jonathan Diller. Dominique Rivera stood in front of all the elected officials present today pleading for change. That change never came, and now my son will grow up without his father. I will grow old without my husband, and his parents have to say goodbye to their child. How many more police officers and how many more families need to make the ultimate sacrifice before we start protecting them?
How many more? Joining us now are two NYPD widows. Diane Piagentini, who lost her husband, Officer Joseph Piagentini, in an ambush in 1971. And Lisa Tuozzolo, who lost her husband, Sergeant Paul Tuozzolo, in a shootout in 2016. Diane, Lisa, thank you both for joining us this morning. I gotta believe hearing those words brings back stark feelings that you've had. And Diane, I know it was many years ago for you, but it doesn't change the reality of what you faced. Before we get into the policy, what's your message to Stephanie? How does someone deal with a moment like this?
This is a very, very hard moment. It's an event that you will never get over. You will raise your children, you will raise your little boy, you will go on with life, but you will never forget this incident that happened. Little Ryan will miss his father. He will never get to grow up and to know him. All these years that are coming for him, he is just a little bit.
No doubt.
It's heartbreaking.
Diane, we're losing your audio a little bit. Hopefully it'll come back in a moment. Lisa, let me go to you. Your husband, Paul, was killed 7 years ago. I believe it was 7 years ago. You heard the message of what Stephanie said. She said, you know, if anyone had listened 2 years ago, my husband would be alive. I'm sure you say the same thing if anyone had listened 7 years ago. Talk to me about it. It's got to feel like a helpless situation. Wives keep saying there's more we can do, and politicians aren't listening.
Absolutely. My husband was killed 7 years ago. It was well before a lot of the new policies and bills that have been put into place more recently. My husband was arrested 11 times. Excuse me, my goodness. My husband's perp was arrested 11 times before my husband was killed. As Stephanie said, her perp that killed her husband was arrested 21 times. And something's got to stop. This is not a one-person problem. This is a unified problem, and we need a unified front to fix this problem from the ground up.
How can that happen, Lisa, just from your perspective? I mean, someone like Mayor Adams was there. He said all the right things, but if you look at the timeline, he was there 2 years ago. He's been there the entire time frame when Stephanie was calling for changes that don't release violent criminals back onto the streets. How does this change?
It doesn't, unfortunately. Actions speak louder than words, and we've seen the actions. So we know where we stand. We know that a change needs to be made, and it needs to go well beyond our local officials, and it needs to be taken up federally. And even federally, that is a national problem. People, communities, departments are feeling this across the country. This is not just a New York City problem.
No doubt. I mean, when you've got a party led by calls for defunding the police, you get this type of response. Diane, I'd love to try your audio again. Hopefully we're good to go. What would your message be to leadership?
I would say that the Democratic progressive policies that we now have in this state, the prisoners, criminals being let out of jail, they get arrested and it's a revolving door. Mayor Adams was a part of the police department, and yet he does not support the police officers. The changes need to come with the prosecutors and with the judges. They need to start enforcing the laws that are on the books. You do the crime, you do the time. That's as it should be. Not this revolving door, no bail, and they're out. This man was a convicted felon. He's convicted and he was on the streets. This should never, ever have happened.
Lisa, well said. Excuse me, Diane, well said. Lisa, do you think Mayor Adams supports the police the way he should?
I think there's a lot more that needs to be done. Like I said, actions speak louder than words. And this is not a one-person problem, nor is it a one-person solution. It is not one person's blame, but this is a historical problem that our city has had for quite some time through past administrations. And we need to go in a different direction, because the direction that we're going in right now is not acceptable, and it's not going to stop. It's not going to change and actually fix our problem. We need to rip the Band-Aid off and get down to the root of the problem and start there to make change.
Start with criminals being criminals and actually locking them up and keeping them in jail, or deporting them when they commit these crimes. Working with federal law enforcement to get rid of lawbreakers would be a place to start. I can't imagine. By the way, Lisa, real quick, I asked the same to Diane, but I want to get your thoughts. What would you say to Stephanie today if she was watching?
For me, I had many NYPD widows, and not only NYPD widows, but widows from around the country, survivors from around the country that put their arms around me when my Paul was killed. And that is the same thing that we are going to do for Stephanie. And it really is truly not only a local support network that she has just acquired, but she does have a national support system. You know, Concerns of Police Survivors, which is a national organization that puts on Police Week in Washington, D.C. each year with the FOP, is a national organization that supports not only spouses, but children, siblings, parents, coworkers, and their main purpose is to rebuild shattered lives. And so for me, and my message to Stephanie is that she's going to be okay. The pain will never go away. The love, the heartache will never go away. But she does have a tremendous support system that is now going to surround her and Ryan and her extended family for the rest of their lives.
Well, amen. Diane, thank you for joining us, and we remember Joseph today. Lisa, likewise. We remember Paul and their service to the city and the country. Certainly, we're thinking of Stephanie today.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.